All right, conditional probability. Conditional probability is the probability that some event happens given that some other event has already happened. So the notation for that is going to be a nice vertical line between the two events, A and B. So this is the notation for what is the probability that event A has happened given that event B has already happened. And we have a lovely formula for that. The probability of event A happening given that event B has already happened is the probability of the intersection, so both of them happening at the same time, divided by the probability of B happening. So let's take a look at an example here. Rolling two six-sided dice, what is the probability of the sum of two dice is an even number given that the first die is 3? So the first die is 3. That's kind of like event E. So let's take a look at our sample space in a second. That's like our event B. So basically, let's define the two events here. What is the probability of having, what is the probability of having two even sum, so even sum, given that the first die is 3, given that the first die is 3. So our two events are even sum and first die is 3. So let's check out the probability the first die is 3. That's 1/6. Let's see if I have last week's sample space by my side. So it's basically 6 out of all 36 of these. So 6 out of 36 is 1/6. Okay, and then the probability of the even sum and the first die is 3. So probability of even sum and first die is 3. Let's go to our list here. So we want the first die is 3 and the sum is even. So these two add up to 4. All right. So that's even. These two add up to 5, so no. These two add up to 6, so yes. These two add up to 7, so no. These two add up to 8, so yes. These two add up to 9, so no. So 3 of these, this one, and this one, the sum was even. So the probability, there was 3 out of all 36. That's the probability of the sum is even and the first die is 3. So now we use this formula here, and we'll just substitute these two numbers in. It is probability of both of them happening, so that is 3 out of 36, divided by the probability of just B happening, which was 1/6. The probability of first die is 3 was actually 6 out of 36. And it's better to leave it in this unsimplified version because of the simplification that's about to just happen. So this is the unsimplified answer. We can get rid of these 36s in the denominator, and by doing keep change flip, where you keep the numerator change division to multiplication and flip the denominator. And this is super convenient because then 36's cancel right out. And we have 3 over 6, which is, of course, 1/2. So the probability of the sum of two dice is an even number, given that the first die we rolled was a 3, is actually 1/2. Which we can sort of see informally if we take a look here. There were 6 outcomes where the first die was 3, and 3 of those 6 were even sums. And that's this number right here, simplifies to 1/2, 50%. Okay, this last example here from this section. What is the probability of the product of two dice is even, given that the first die is 4? So let's define these two events. So product even, and then the probability of first die is 4. All right, so this is a counting technique. Well, not counting technique, sorry. We answered these questions last week. So the product is even. That is 27 out of 36. And basically, it's this 1, 2. If you quickly multiply 1 times 1 is 1, so that's no good, but 1 times 2 is 2, so that's an even product. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So there are 27 out of 36. I won't bother simplifying that yet. I'll wait till the very end. And the probability of the first die is 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those out of the total 36. And now, what is the probability of the product is even and the first die is 4? So product is even and the first die is 4. We got, well, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So we actually have 6 of those. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 20. 24, all even numbers. Okay, and now the probability of the product, the product of the two dice is even, given that the first die is 4. So we're going to put the intersection in the numerator. So we're doing probability of product even, given first die is 4. It's going to be 6 over 36 all over the probability of the first die is 4, which is 6 over 36. And here we get the same fraction over itself, so that actually equals 1, or a 100% chance. So what is the probability of the product of two dice is even, given that the first die is 4? Actually, it's 100%. Because if the first die is 4, 4 times any number is an even number. So that gives us 1 or 100% in percentage form. Okay, I'm actually going to break this into another video. so that if you need to deal with conditional probabilities, what is the probability of this happening given that this other thing already happened, or the counting techniques that I'll talk about in the next video, you have 2 separate videos for that.